Hi everyone, Lisa here from LC Designs. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday. Just a few reminders, please share my video. When you share my video, your name will be entered into a drawing to win the projects that I'll be making today. Also, I still have my mystery boxes available to get your hands on a mystery box full of Stampin' Up! Product valued over $200. Just spend $125 in my online store. And as always, I have my adhesive kits, which are $40. You can just email me to get one of those, and that's at lcdesigns1@comcast.net. My project sheet has already uploaded, so you can click on that and print yourself a copy, and it has all the measurements for today's project. As always, my Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial, you can earn that by spending $30 in my online store. And last but not least, if you join my team now during celebration, they have a special and you'll get this whole planning kit. So a planner, some notebooks, and just a bunch of extra goodies for you. Oh, a stamp set that goes with it. So if you have any questions on any of that, just let me know. Let's get started with today's project. Okay, so let's get started. Just a reminder, the project sheet has posted. So it has all your measurements and all the supplies that I use. Today we're going to be making this cute little slider box. Oh, look, I have pieces in there. Today's my granddaughter's birthday. She loves plants and she loves gems, gemstones. So these little faux sea glass shapes I thought were cute to use and put the little plants. And look at this little plant stands up. So let's get started. First, we're gonna need some soft sea foam. I'm using soft sea foam. And this is going to be 3 inches by 5.5. So let's cut this at 5.5 by 3. And this we're going to score all sides at 3/4. So 3/4 is right here. Let's get that blade out of the way. Is that right? No, I'm doing 1 3/4. 3/4. There, that sounds more like it. That was going to be a very big box and we wouldn't have enough paper. So 3/4 on all 4 sides. And our next piece is going to be 7 1/4 by 4 1/8. So let's cut this down to 7 1/4. So you should be able to use 1 piece of cardstock to make this 4 1/8. Because you're going to have all this left over. So let's score this on the long side at 3/4. Um, 2 3/8. 1 2 2 3/8. 3 1/8. And 4 3/4. And 5.5. Okay, for right now, or should we go ahead and cut the DSP too? I guess we can cut the DSP too. I'm gonna use this pretty prints. This is some really pretty paper. Again, because she likes plants, I chose this one because it has the plants on it. But it has a lot of pretty colors. You mean evergreen, calypso coral, rich raspberry or blackberry bliss. I always write everything big so I could see instead of trying to read this little but it's got some really pretty paper in here. That's the DSP does all the work for you on any cards or whatever. So we're going to use this piece here, this color. I thought it looked good with the soft sea foam. I keep wanting to say mint macaron, but we're using soft sea foam. So the DSP, we're going to cut it, it's got to go 4 inches. This one, I guess the pattern kind of don't matter, but if you had a certain pattern, it would have to go a certain way. So we're going to do 1 5/8. 1 5/8 is the 2 notches after the half. And it's 1 5/8 by 4, so I already cut it down to 4, correct. And then we're going to need one at 1 1/2. 1 1/2 by 4. And we're going to need one at just 5/8. So right after the half. I keep wanting to go past the 1. I want to do like 1 5/8. Is that correct? Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so 5/8 by 4. And then that should be all our pieces. So let's go ahead and assemble. Let's burnish all these score lines. This is going to be our wrap that goes around the box. So this little box, you can put whatever you want in it. You can put candies, you can put, you know, whatever you like. Wait, I got one more. I actually put a little bit of candies in there, and then I also put, some money, some cash. You know, what kid doesn't like cash? So we'll adhere, well, we can adhere it now. Just on this smaller tab, this is the larger. We're going to go ahead and adhere it. I'm using liquid glue. And this will fold over just like that so that this other small section here, can you see that? Will glue, will adhere down. And then that's our wrap. So now let's burnish these lines on this piece, and this is going to be our little slider box that goes inside. And like I said, I was trying to find little packages of cookies that might go in here, but they were all kind of a little bit bulky. So I'm going to go ahead and wedge these, because I'm not the greatest cutter. But yeah, if you can find some cookies or something to put inside here, cute little gift. You know, when you go to the dentist or something, I always like to give them a little something. They appreciate it so much. You know, I have a lot of doctor's appointments that I go to, and just to give the receptionist just a little something, they get all excited. I remember when I was taking my mom to the doctors quite a bit, I was always bringing them something, all of the office staff, and they were just so happy. All right, so each of these tabs we'll go ahead and glue down. And like I showed you before, I use my little paper clips to hold it together while they glue. That way I don't have to sit here and hold it. I broke one of my paper clips, or clothespins, the other day. But again, I found these at Dollar Tree. I have more, I just haven't pulled it out. For whatever reason, I haven't pulled it out. And I do have a bigger one that I can use. But this just makes it easier. While this dries, we can work on our other stuff. So that's our box. So we'll go ahead and adhere the DSP. Let's see if I have these pieces right. Which one goes on the top? This one I guess goes on the top. It looks like it fits better. So this must be the 1.5. Do I have my ruler here? I was gonna say I can measure real quick, but I'm pretty sure this is the 1.5 or 1 5/8. 1 5/8 is bigger than the half. This is the 1.5 by 4. 1.5 by 4. The other one was 1 5/8 by 4. And we got this little one, which is just 5/8. You know, I still have my adhesive kits available, which include this free glue holder. I get a lot of requests for these glue holders. I have one of my team members who makes them. So I buy them from her, and then I include them in my adhesive kits. So there's our little slider box. I'm going to move my glue out of the way, and let's cut all of these pieces. So we're going to need the garden green, and let's stamp this big leaf. Oh, I don't even know if I told you, I'm using the Plentiful Plants stamp set. This is a carryover from last catalog, but I have used this one so much, and I'm using the plant dies. There's the stamp set. I've used this quite a bit. This is very popular. A lot of people are into plants now. So we're gonna stamp this garden green on garden green. And I think that's the only thing that we're gonna stamp for right now. We're gonna have to cut out a lot of other, and we're gonna use the Cajun Craze to stamp the pots. So we need one round pot. And I'm gonna show you another one that I made when I was creating this, because I was trying to figure out what colors to use and stuff, what's gonna pop out, what's not. Okay, so that's all the stamping, but now let me get my cut and emboss machine, because now we're gonna cut these out. And then we're gonna cut some extra pieces out. Okay, well, not extra, some other pieces that we need. So we're gonna, this one, we're gonna have all my dies here. And this one is gonna go here, and we're gonna need like, I think three of these little pieces of grass, I guess you could call it. If I move this over, I can fit the Cajun Craze ones. We can use both of them. So here's the pot and the other pot. How many of you are into plants? I plant a vegetable garden. I have a lot of flowers outside, but now that we've moved to New Mexico, it's been a challenge. Totally different climate. My garden, if I was in California, would be producing quite a bit of vegetables already. We had to plant later this year because of the frost. You know, we're not used to that. And just my garden is not growing yet. It's not producing. We've gotten a few tomatoes. So let's run this through again, and then I know we're gonna need some evening evergreen ones. So I think we need 3 of this color. Yeah, 2, 3. So let's do, the 3 of these. And I did have some already in that one box that my other box that I made. Okay. So now we're gonna need the evening evergreen, and we're gonna need our white pots. So let's put our white pots on there. And we'll cut those out. We only need 1 of each of those. Oh, and let's do the banner. Since we're running it through, might as well run them all through that we can. Okay. And then we need another one of these evening evergreen grasses. Let's take, we need all the white can go off. We're done with all the white. And just, I think that's the last one that we need, right? Okay. A lot of die cutting, just like last week. Kind of like paper dolls, but for plants. Okay, let's get this out of the way. And we can assemble our box. So this is dry now, I'm sure. Get those out of the way. Put this in. So we are going to use some, you can liquid glue these, or you can use glue dots. But let's put this evening evergreen one on first, because that's going to be towards the front. And then we'll do the big garden green plant. And just, we'll let that glue. Let's do our little pots. And poke these holes out, undo the holes, or the circles. And then we're going to add a garden green one to this pot. Like I said, if you don't want to mess with the glue, you can use the a glue dot. We're going to do the evening evergreen one to this pot. I should have my silicone mat, so I'm not getting glue all over my workspace. And then now we're going to put two of the garden greens on this pot. So we're going to put a strip across there, put this one on, and this one on. And I kind of put one higher than the other. And we can let those dry. And now let's stamp our sentiment. Uh-oh, my earring just fell out. How funny. I must have lost the backing somewhere. I'm good for that. Oh, I'm not going to put it on right now. Okay, let me get all these dies out of the way. We're going to stamp garden green, our sentiment, and I'm going to stamp love you, or so very much first, because I'm going to try to get that towards the bottom. And let me try and do this without sticking my head in the camera. So very much. And then now love you. There you go. So then now we have our sentiment. So now all we need to do is adhere all of these to our box with some dimensionals. So I guess I should have grabbed some more dimensionals. Look, I ran out. Do I have more in there? We're going to put this one on first. And put it right about here. Oh, I didn't pay attention to where I stuck my dimensional. So we want to make sure we have it below the pot so you don't see it through the other side. So we're going to put our pot on there. These little ones, I got to cut these. I forgot to grab another package of dimensionals. And these are actually probably perfect because you could put it just like so. So that the thicker part's at the bottom. We'll put this one here. this one here. And we have this one, but this one we're gonna do differently. So we need a, well here, let's add this. I always get ahead of myself. We need a window sheet to make that one pop up. So I gotta get the window sheet and cut it. It's not, that one's not gonna be on dimensional, so this one will just stick over here. And it's okay to hang off the side. The window sheet is here, and I don't know, the last week I had said about you could use the liners from the inside your stamp set, but this wouldn't be a time where you could use it because you need it much more sturdy. And I didn't put my window sheet, but we're only going to go like at 1/4. And we could trim this. This is probably 1/4 by 3.5 maybe, a little bit over, but we'll trim it. And let me show you if I could get it off of here. This, I like to use tear and tape. So we can just fold this and fold, not in half, but fold out just a little section like that, because that's where it's going to pop up. And see, I know that's going to be long. My tear and tape. And then when I use window sheets, I like to use tear and tape. So we'll just cut off a piece, put this here, and then we can put another piece here on the longer section. I'll take that off. Let's try. I like using these window sheets to make things pop up. My free class for this month, I did a pop-up beer mug. So, okay. My fingernails just aren't cutting it. Yeah, so you can make anything pop with the window sheet. So we're gonna go ahead and put this as far down at the bottom as you can so you don't see the window sheet. We'll adhere this, and then see, we're gonna need to trim it, which is fine, because we just need it to stand up. And then let's take this piece off. Do I need my take your pick tool? And then just stick it right on there like that. Now see how cute your little plant sticks out. So cute. I love making things pop up. Okay, so now to finish it off, we're just going to add some of our faux sea glass shapes. And just, I added some to the bottom here. I was trying to pick the colors that would stand out. Okay. And we're going to add some over here on these pots. So let's go with the turquoise one. Let's add a white one. And let's add a yellow one. They're not cooperating with me. This white one moved over. And just to put them, okay, the white one does not want to cooperate. Now it's going to stick to the white. All right, let's push those down to make sure. And there you have it. So you can fill it up with whatever. I have my extra pieces in there in case I messed up, I guess. But here's the other one that I made, and I did all white. I wanted the to see, and then plus I used the shaded spruce. And which one do you like better? I think I like the two different color pots. That's why I did this one. But this is pretty much the same, but all the pots are white. And as you can see, this one, I have these little Hershey miniatures. I'm sure the nuggets would fit in here. I just don't have any Hershey nuggets to put in there. But like I said, for my granddaughters, I put some chocolates, and then I put some money in there for her birthday. So let me know which one you like better. 2 different color pots or all white. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will be back next Wednesday. Take care, everybody. Bye.